What's up, guys? Welcome back to Legendary Reviews. Today we're going to be doing top Hasbro Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures and my personal opinions. Top 10. I started collecting Marvel Legends back in 2014, and I almost have every single Marvel Legends. At least I have each figure from each wave, but we have a lot of Legends, guys. We pretty much have every Legends for Hasbro, basically, since 2014. Yeah, I just love Marvel Legends so much, and one of my favorite toy lines. I think they're just one of the best, because of the articulation, they're affordable. I just love Marvel. Marvel's one of my favorite things in the world. They're, I think they're the centerpiece of action figures. So today we're going to be doing top 10 Build-A-Figures for Marvel Legends. The most popular thing about Legends is Build-A-Figures, obviously. But yeah, let's get to it. But before we get to it, I would just like to say, don't be surprised if you see a lot of movie figures and top 10 movie figures and my top 10 list. I like movie figures more than comic book figures for Marvel Legends. Don't judge me, because a lot of people don't like movie figures for some odd reason. They're just really cool. Also, I would like to say, I don't judge the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures by the waves. I judge it by the figure itself. And I judge it if it's a good character, good articulation, and if it's worth it. People get all mad because of the waves, if it's boring, if you need a lot of figures to buy the wave, or to buy the Build-A-Figure. I'll see in a lot of reviews, people judge the Build-A-Figures by the waves. I think that's not right. I think you should just judge it by the figure itself. So anyway, let's get to the top 10 list, shall we? Sorry guys, before we get into the list, I would just like to say my honorable mentions. So we got Man-Thing over here. Unfortunately, he didn't make it because he is missing a leg. And I have a gripe with him. It was really stiff when I got the figure, so as soon as I got it, this hand snapped. Like, I tried to rotate it and it snapped. Also, another gripe I have with this figure is that it's really wiggly on the bicep. But Man-Thing, just an awesome character. I think it's really underrated Build-A-Figure. It's just amazing. Look at that detail. I love that figure a lot. So, like I said, I just need Blade for that. Also need D-Man for this, because I want to build the Onslaught Magneto. This is a really cool figure. It will totally be in my top 10 list. I love the claws, how sharp it is. I love the details. I love the paint. I love the head sculpt. I don't like the Red Skull one. But I just need D-Man, so unfortunately he cannot make it to the list. So now, let's get to the list. Oh, wait, one more thing. Thanos is not in this list. Neither is Odin or Titus. Titus, I'm missing a leg for that also. And also, I'm not impressed with the figure as much. It's kind of bland. Thanos from the Age of Ultron wave, I think it's a boring figure. I still love the figure. Thanos is my favorite villain of all time. But I want the movie one instead. So I'm waiting for that. It's going to come out soon. The Odin is one of the worst Build-A-Figures in my opinion for Hasbro. It's just really boring. So yeah, let's get to it. Kicking off the Build-A-Figure list, at number 10 we have Ultron. Like I said, right away you have a movie figure right here. But I put him so low on the list, the last spot at the list, is because of the paint. I love this character a lot in the movie. People complain about Ultron in the movie. I'm like, what is there to complain about? This villain is just amazing. Amazing MCU villain. He was just scary. Amazing villain. He destroyed country, almost destroyed a country, had an army of robots. I mean, come on, man. How can you not like this character in MCU form? And I can see why people don't like this figure, because the paint is horrible. I gotta admit, it's horrible. The back is no paint at all, but the front, I love the paint a lot. Also, I would like the other version of Ultron, the last version, the Prime version with the scary head. So yeah, I still like this Build-A-Figure, just not one of my favorites, because as you can see right there, we have a really badass paint, but then right over there you see a brown paint right there. So look at this, really sloppy Hasbro. Hasbro could have done better for this figure, but yeah, number 10 is Ultron. Next up at number 9 we have Vulture from the Homecoming wave. I love this figure a lot. Hasbro went far and beyond with this figure, giving us something new with the Build-A-Wings. I hope we see more of this in the future. Build a hoverboard for Professor X is what I'm guessing. But this figure is just amazing. I love this figure a lot. The wings are amazing. Amazing detailed, amazing paint, amazing sculpt, and amazing articulation on the wing. Hasbro, you didn't have to do that, but you did. I love that, Hasbro. And this figure Vulture was in the way, but come on, this figure Vulture is also amazing. I love this figure a lot. Because not only the figure form, but MCU form. We already have 2 MCU characters. Don't be surprised, guys. We already have 2 MCU characters in the list to start off already. It's because I love MCU a lot, and he did an amazing job, Michael Keaton, in the MCU as Vulture. I love this figure a lot. The only thing it's missing is a Michael Keaton head, and that's not even a lot. But anyway, guys, I love this figure a lot, and now let's go to number 8. Coming in at number 8 is Absorbing Man. This figure delivered a lot. Hasbro went above and beyond once again with giving us interchangeable hands with these two, and with a normal hand and metallic silver aluminum hand. I think that's what it is, or maybe aluminium or vibranium. I don't know. But this figure is just amazing. The same body mold as Sandman, but I love it a lot. I love his head sculpt more because, come on, that looks just sick. And that accessory, the paint, there's no paint on it, but I wish there was, but it's still badass. I love this figure a lot. Not only he's an amazing character, but he's related to Hulk, so that's why I like this figure a lot. I mean, amazing body mold, amazing sculpting, and yeah, this figure delivered, man. I love it a lot. Alright, on to 7. I have come to bargain at number 7 for Dormammu. This figure is just amazing. Yes, the wave is boring, but like I said, I'm not letting the wave affect this figure. I'm just focusing on the figure itself. I love this figure a lot, man. I know it's a rebody mold of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set from 2013, 2014, I'm not sure. But this figure, I'm glad they reused it because not a lot of people got that, so I think they should do that. And this figure is amazing. The head sculpt, the paint, oh my god. Look at that shiny paint right there. I just love it a lot. Look at that metallic red, metallic purple, the head and stuff. The only problem I have with this figure is that his legs are a pain in the ass to put in, and his legs don't move. I have really good articulation because look, goes right back in. So that's the only problem I have. Look at that detail. So yeah, amazing villain in MCU too. I love this figure. So yeah, that is number 7, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that was number 7. Coming at number 6, right before the top 5 comes along, is Sandman. This figure is just amazing. It had the same concept with the Absorbing Man. 2 interchangeable hands, 1 normal, 2 interchangeable heads, I mean. 1 normal head, 1 screaming head with the effect on it. Look at that. Oh, it's weird, it's creepy, but it's badass. And the hands are just so sick, the sand hands. Man, I love this figure a lot. Shares the same body mold, but that doesn't mind. I love his body mold. I love his figure. But the only gripe I have is that I wish it came with regular hands. But, damn, we don't need that kind of. Obviously, people are going to pose it like this. I mean, this is just sick. Hasbro, once again, above and beyond. Just look at that head. If you don't like that, then you don't like Legends, because Legends are just, wow. This is so sick. Spider-Man delivered right in a punch in his head. So yeah, that is number 6. And Spider-Man's right there, so you might run away. We are now in the top 5 list, and number 5 is a shocker for some of you guys, because you guys don't like this Build-A-Figure. But I'm going to go ahead and say it, and I love this Build-A-Figure. Amazing! Fun factor, knock out of the park. The paint knocked out of the park. The articulation knocked out of the park. The size, it knocked it out of the park. Everything about this figure is just so good. I love it a lot. Just look at that. It looks so badass. That looks like comic form. You guys are gonna, I don't know why people don't really like this figure. If you're a really big comic book fan, it looks exactly like the comics. I mean, damn, this is the best Ironmonger figure of all time. People complain because of the Marvel paint, Marvelized paint, but I love it. Love the sparkle to it, man. Let's look at that. Why do people complain about this type of paint? Let me know why you guys don't like this paint, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I love this paint a lot. And I love this wire sticking out, man. This figure delivers. Iron Man 3 wave is also a good wave, but like I said, it's not gonna affect this figure. It's not. But anyway, guys, let's go to number 4. But this figure is just so badass. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 is the Juggernaut, bitch. this figure is just amazing. I'm just joking. This figure is just amazing, guys. I love this figure so much, man. I love it. Like I said, it's not going to affect the figure, but the X-Men wave is just so good. I'm going to go ahead and say one of the best Marvel Legends waves of all time. Right under the Infinity War wave. It hasn't come out yet, but I'm going to tell you it's the best wave. But this figure is just amazing. I love this figure, man. I love it. Oh my god, the articulation, the size, the bulkiness, the heft is just amazing. The head sculpt, I love it a lot. The best Juggernaut figure. People don't say it's the best Juggernaut figure, but I'm going to go ahead and say it is. But yeah, this figure is just amazing. I love it a lot, man. It's fun posing it with Wolverine, the X-Men. Mainly Wolverine, because Wolverine's my favorite X-Men. Man. So yeah, guys, this is number 4. Let's get in top 3 now. For most of you guys, this is supposed to be number 1, but this is number 3. I love this figure so much, man. It is one of the best Build-A-Figures of all time. The paint's not there, I know. We got fooled, but this figure's amazing. He delivers so much well in the movie Age of Ultron and also in figure form. I love how heavy it is. I love heavy figures. It's a big fun factor. And yeah, people go crazy for this Build-A-Figure. A lot of people want it. It's just so sick. People say there's even metal in this figure, which I believe. I'm going to go ahead and say I believe. But yeah, this figure is just amazing. He's taking the whole camera. He's not even fitting the whole camera, but this figure, I love it a lot. Iron Man, you can't go wrong with Iron Man, but Hulk's still stronger than you. So yeah, number 1 and 2, you guys might be like, what's possibly better than this Build-A-Figure? What's my personal opinion? If you guys know me well, you guys already know what's number 1. So yeah, guys, let's get to number 2. Number 2 is the biggest rival of my favorite character of all time, Hulk, Abomination. This figure is just amazing, man. I love this Build-A-Figure so much. I love it a lot. It took me pain in the ass. This is the Build-A-Figure, besides number 1, I was going crazy for. Like, I always bugged my mom. Mom, can we go to Walgreens? They have Wonder Man. Mom, can we go to Walgreens? They have Scarlet Witch. When I go there, they don't have it. I'm like, really? Walgreens, you're going to do this to me? So, the last piece I got was Scarlet Witch, the head. And, which I got at Amazon because we couldn't find her anywhere. But yeah, this figure is just amazing. The paint, the head sculpt. I love this body mold. It uses the same body mold as Rhino. But let's look at that head, guys. Damn, man. The only thing I wish it came with is a fist on at least one hand. But I like this. I like this a lot. This figure is just amazing. So my god, so much to the point that I'm gonna say it's number 2 on my top 10 Marvel Legends of all time as well. So yeah, and number 1, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's also my favorite Marvel Legend of all time. And you guys should at least guess what it is. It's obvious what number 1 is. I went crazy for that Build-A-Figure. So yeah, I posed it a lot with this Build-A-Figure. So yeah, guys, that is number 2. Number 1 on my list for the top Hasbro Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures is Gladiator Hulk. Hulk is my favorite character of all time in the Marvel Universe, and I love this figure so much. I'm gonna tell you the backstory of how I got this figure. So, the first figure I got was at my local comic book store, Thor. Then the next figures were at the same, a couple weeks later, was at the same comic book store, Hela and Ares. And then, a couple weeks later, I heard I got a bunch of money from my parents, from my family, for a holiday that I celebrate. And then I'm like, you know what this is for? I look at my brothers, and I start running to my local comic book shop. It's right next to me. It's a mall right next to my house. I start running. When I get to the store, I'm like, give me the figures. Just give it to me. And when I built this figure, I couldn't hold it. I just couldn't. I posed it around, and I'm like, I can't. It's just too beautiful to touch. I love this figure, man. The choice it comes with the helmet, with these 2 accessories, I have no gripes at all. Honestly, I have no gripes at all. I mean, I prefer him without the helmet because he just looks so amazing. But the helmet just adds a lot more to the figure. I love this figure a lot. And the wave was solid. Amazing. I love the wave, but like I said, not judging this. As soon as I saw that this figure was released, as soon as I saw, revealed, I was like, I started screaming. Like, I was speechless. I couldn't stop looking at pictures of this thing, man. I love this Build-A-Figure so much, to the point that this is my favorite Marvel Legend of all time. Unless if they make the same body mold with Savage Hulk in the MCU. Then that'll be my favorite Marvel Legend of all time. But this figure is just so amazing. The movie Thor Ragnarok is the best Marvel movie, MCU movie, any movie, Hollywood movie of all time. I'm gonna say it. So yeah, I love this figure, man. Obviously, I can't fit all the Build-A-Figures of Hasbro because they're just so big. But there's my video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I put a lot of time and effort to this. A lot of retakes and stuff. But there it is, guys. Let me know what you guys' favorite Build-A-Figures of all time down in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my first channel as well. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers on my first channel. The last time I checked, it was 997. So come on, guys, go subscribe to Marvel Studios, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.